Alright, guys, this is our new commentary we're doing. This is Corey's Crypt.
Is BDG reviews?
Yeah, man. So we decided to do the two American guinea pig films.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Pretty much getting ready, because as you know, I've been slacking on picking these up since they came out. I think it was just the
yeah,
price of them or whatever. I'd never picked them up.
yeah,
Which is
yeah,
just bizarre because I'm a really big gore hound and stuff, so
yeah,
it baffles me I didn't pick these up.
yeah. Well, it is a lot to pull out. I think how much are they now? Like
Yeah, I got
25,
them for
26?
25 a piece.
Yeah, and when you think you can pick up, like a brand new Blu-ray sort of thing, maybe for about like 15, $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
Because you're
It's a
essentially getting two movies for $50, which is a lot of money.
yeah, yeah. But uh,
It's loaded
as
with
you will
features and
see.
you got the soundtracks.
Yeah, and as you will see, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, man. So, for people listening, it's pretty interesting how we're doing this.
Yeah,
You've seen these, and I'm
yeah,
going in completely fresh, so listeners are getting two totally different perspectives of it.
yeah. This is gonna be interesting to say the least.
Yeah, man. And we're doing this and Bloodshock in the same night, so
Yeah,
it'll be definitely really cool. But we're gonna
yeah,
hit play, and you ready?
yeah.
All right, three, two, one, play. Man. Yeah, and doesn't this? I did hear that this switches between different aspect ratios.
It does.
Like isn't
Yeah,
it like 8 millimeter and 16 millimeter or something?
yeah. I mean, well, obviously this, like the um, full screen looking red screen thing.
Yeah,
There's that size, and if I remember right, I think it does go up to like widescreen as well. If I remember right, it's been a while since I watched it, but
yeah. Have you only
uh,
seen these once, or?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
you know, um, it's kind of like with Martyrs, where if you watch it again, you get the feeling is it gonna have the same impact the second time? Um, I'm quite sure it will.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this? I actually read
Mhm.
somewhere that this is filmed in Tampa, Florida. So this was
Oh well, yeah,
filmed less than an hour away from me.
yeah, yeah. Well, of course, from what I know, yeah, all of it was done down there, and same with Bloodshock.
Oh, really?
I think that was down in that area as well, also.
Yeah, because I know
Uh,
Marcus Cook lives in
yeah,
not in Tampa. I don't think. I think he lives in like the Kearney part
yeah,
of my God, I can't remember the name of the town,
hmm,
but I know it's where the Kearneys in Florida live.
yeah,
I like that. It's like it actually looks like actual home footage, kind of.
yeah. And I mean that just is just awesome, really.
The thing is
How
here though, how
well they pull it off.
yeah, how are they supposed to be filming this without them seeing it though? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or are you
that's
just
kind
supposed
of
to
the
let it
question.
slide?
I think you're supposed to just let it slide, or the idea that like I don't know, maybe it's just someone filming,
Yeah,
and they're just
they
a
notice
kind
it.
of
They're
a
just like, what the hell?
yeah. I've never understood really what the relation between these two girls are. Like, are they friends? Are they sisters? Or are they like related in some way? Or I don't know, but
I don't know, but I did read that Ashley Lynn Caputo is in
hmm,
this movie, and
yeah,
she's in like a lot of Florida indie cinema. Like she was in Chaos AD, which
yeah,
I saw that was okay. But my buddy Dustin, he's actually producing a movie called The Necro Plaza. Oh, I like how they kept that original
yeah. So
logo
do
there.
I.
And just it has like a really lo-fi feel
Yeah.
to that. I like that. But yeah, Ashley Lynn Caputo is actually going to be in my buddy Dustin's next film.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think two other people from the American Guinea Pig franchise.
Well, that's awesome. You know. Uh,
I'm curious if Stephen Biro is how you say his last name.
I think so.
Biro,
Yeah.
is he Florida or no?
Um, I'm not sure. I mean,
Or I wonder if they just brought it to Florida because of Marcus Cook.
Maybe it's very possible, and he'll ate the chosen one as well, as we see right there.
Yep.
He's a Florida guy.
Is he a Florida native?
Yeah, from what I know, I think he lives down in like again around Tampa or somewhere like that. So
Okay. Oh, that's badass looking.
yeah,
Now, it's kind of bizarre seeing Ate the Chosen One in this, just because I've seen him for years on YouTube,
yeah,
rapping and stuff.
yeah. I know. The thing is, well, honestly, it's a role where if you didn't know it was him, you know, he's just some guy. I mean, I don't think you ever see him without the mask on.
That's good. I like
And
that.
I gotta say though, that mask is pretty damn badass.
Which one, Ate the Chosen Ones?
Yeah, the like Baphomet type mask.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. It would actually make a cool tattoo. Just that mask.
Definitely. Yeah,
The one kind of looks really Slipknot-like.
yeah, yeah.
That mask is sick though, and those leather
It is.
armbands actually look pretty cool too.
Yeah,
I mean, I personally wouldn't wear them, but they look sinister for this kind of story.
yeah. I mean, hell, I'd probably wear them honestly. I don't know whether I'd go out anywhere wearing them, but you know. And I mean, just look at that. Look, you wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley.
No, and what's his YouTube videos too? Like he seems like a cool dude, but
Yeah.
you always get that sense like I don't know how to describe it, but you always get that sense like he's a real intense dude, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
Because he's
quite
like
sure.
really cocky or whatever, but you don't know if he's joking or what the deal is.
Yeah, and it never really comes off as, you know, like being a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's
It
just having
comes
a
off.
good time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I like how it just jumps straight into it. Like
yeah.
that's
Literally
exactly
from one.
like Flower of Flesh and Blood. Like
Yeah,
there's what a 10-second scene before the stuff starts in that.
yeah.
The more I think
I
about it, this has got to be like a remake of Flower and Flesh and Blood because Bouquet of Guts and Gore.
yeah. Essentially, what you have the first victim is pretty much a remake of Flower and Flesh and Blood. The second one is where it gets very different.
Yeah. What did they?
Yeah.
So they don't do them at the same time. They just go one by
No.
one.
Essentially, they do one, and then move on to the next.
Oh, okay.
And the whole idea, of course, is the other one's conscious while all this is going on with the first one.
Yeah.
So so she knows exactly what's coming.
Damn. You
Yeah.
know, it makes sense why they didn't release this on Blu-ray though.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
get
would be
the
it would be
you know,
counterproductive or whatever.
yeah, all what you could do Blu-ray, blah, 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 Blu-ray wise, if you were to put like this and all the special features from the second disc and everything onto one disc,
Yeah.
and then load it with other features as well, but keep the aspect ratio and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, and essentially it would be filled up with a lot of like maybe like HD behind the scenes stuff.
Definitely.
You could pull that off, but yeah,
I do appreciate the fact though that you would never know it was only on Blu-ray because the case matches perfect with Bloodshot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
So I hope they do the same with Sacrifice.
I hope so. I mean, I know from what I know, the Indiegogo that they released for Sacrifice and Song of Solomon, that is getting a 3-disc. So the stuff exists.
Now were you following Bouquet of Guts and Gore as it was being like made and announced and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I've been a fan of the guinea pig stuff for a hell of a long time, and when I originally heard about it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah. Did they release the 3-disc version like off rip or did it take a little bit after?
It came out at the same time as the single disc. I know the Indiegogos got theirs first.
Yeah, did the Indiegogos, they
know?
didn't have a 3-disc though, did they? Didn't they just have an
Uh,
exclusive cover?
From what I remember, I think there was a 3-disc as well. and but with an exclusive cover,
Okay.
if I remember right. Oh man.
Yeah.
And now it's getting started.
Oh yeah. Now, I am still curious of what they're gonna do with Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
Just because I do still see some stuff with it as American Guinea Pig, but then, like I said, on the Amazon listing and stuff, it no longer has American Guinea Pig.
I know. I hope they keep the American Guinea Pig title.
Yeah.
I
Oh, so do
mean,
I.
it's just an awesome title, and those who are in the know exactly what it's referring to.
Oh yeah.
Those who don't, it's just kind of a cool name.
Yeah. That mask right there,
Yeah.
there's just something. I think all the masks are actually pretty cool. That
Yeah.
one looks a little too Slipknot-like, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Like Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
Yeah.
But that mask is fucking dope, dude.
It is.
I wonder if you could buy that.
I think you can. I remember 8 saying in a video that and giving a link to the guy that designed it, and I think
'Cause that would
I
make
think
like
he
a
had
good.
some.
Yeah, that would make like a good piece for the collection or something.
Oh hell yeah! Well, of course, the Indiegogo and everything sold off props from this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like someone, I forget who it was, some I think famous YouTuber ended up with one of the signature Gore pieces.
And did they do the same for Song of Solomon? They
Yeah, yeah. Same for Song of Solomon and same for Bloodshock as well. Um,
they do that a lot, which is cool because I know Phil Stevens with flowers and lung. They give away like Gore pieces and like even the dresses they wore and everything in the movie.
yeah, I remember with this one they had a whole thing where one of the perks is you got like a little piece of flesh.
That'd be
I, I,
badass.
I guess they just chopped up one of the bodies afterwards into little like inch by inch square pieces of flesh, and you'd get one if you
I mean, what
if
else are you
you
gonna do with it? You know,
yeah, it's like, chuck it, or
it would
make
have been
some
cool
use
if
of
they
it.
put them in like if you like ordered the movie, you got it. You know,
Yeah,
kind of like yeah, because a lot of special editions they'll do stuff like that.
yeah,
But the packaging alone
yeah,
almost makes it worth $25.
yeah,
Just because it
definitely,
feels like a deluxe edition, you know what I mean?
definitely.
We're
They've
like
gone like above and beyond.
yeah, we're like a Screen Factory. They'll
Yeah,
say collector's edition, but there's really you just get a slip cover. Where this, it's like a brick, you know?
yeah, yeah. I've thought before you could hurt somebody with one of these. If you threw it at them.
Also, I noticed in one of your videos, I think when you were reviewing Bloodshock, I
Mhm.
think you had like a plastic sleeve over yours.
Yeah,
Did you have to buy
yeah.
that? Like,
Um, I had a bunch of old anime bootlegs,
oh,
and they
okay.
came with these sleeves. So I just thought, what the hell? I'll put it on.
It
Um,
fit it perfectly, like it almost came with it.
I know they're really quite good, actually. Um, yeah, they sell them a lot in like Hong Kong with a lot of like their bootleg anime releases.
Yeah.
So you can always find one of those for like like $5 or whatever, and it's worth it just for the little clear cover.
Yeah, man. This you know how fun it would be to like make this film? Like not
Yeah.
in real life, like the snuff
Oh,
part, but like
obviously,
like
yeah.
actually like if it was all fake, you know what I mean? It would just be like just fun because there's not really a story.
No, no, it's just
How
purely.
brutal you could be, you know?
Yeah.
And it would just be like I would have loved to go on set on this.
Oh yeah.
Now on the special features disc, does it show them on
Yeah.
set on this movie and stuff? And
Yeah, it shows some on set stuff and everything.
that's cool. What do you just
Yeah.
drop the LSD?
Yeah. And it's the fact, they wake them up first,
Yeah, so
and
that's
and then
badass.
give them, like the drugs or whatever to make them, so so they're conscious. They're just not, able to move or anything.
I know, man. It's just amazing the fact that we have more guinea pig films. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, who in a million years would have thought that someone would have the balls to make like an extension of the guinea pig world or
Yeah,
franchise? You know what I
definitely.
mean?
I mean, yeah. Um, it's the sort of thing, honestly, I hope, I don't know whether it'll happen or not, but I hope they keep around the American guinea pig, at least the title, even if they make it just like something where, like, the most extreme things released through Unearthed would get the American guinea pig title and have it like an imprint almost.
Yeah, I could see it, but I'd rather it just be like I like it if it's like it was intended to be an American guinea
Yeah,
pig film. You know what I mean?
that's true, definitely.
Because that's what I like about all the original guinea pig films. Like they were all intended
Yeah,
to be a guinea
yeah,
pig film, and I
definitely.
like how this too follows the same path as the original franchise. Because this is like the snuff thing, and
Yeah,
then they just it becomes stories like Song of Solomon and Sacrifice and Bloodshock, from what I hear.
yeah,
You know how like the original guinea pig franchise had like the devil doctor woman, and
yeah,
it just went into stories.
yeah,
That's cool how they close in on the cross necklace to kind of just bring that impact home that she's a Christian and everything, and you
yeah.
know what I mean. It just kind of makes it that much more twisted.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I love the fact, we're 15 minutes in, and you know they haven't really done anything yet.
I know, man.
But you can feel the tension
Yeah,
and everything.
this movie was made for like a certain kind of fan. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
definitely,
Like
definitely.
this is what I appreciate about this movie is I love movies that like you really wouldn't show the normal person. You know what I mean? Kind of like
Oh,
that
hell
forbidden
yeah,
section of your collection.
yeah.
Like I said, my
Well,
grandma just looked at the box and told me to get it away from her.
yeah. The thing is, like with these movies, I said when I did my review of this one, for your normal everyday movie fan, this is like a 1-star movie.
Oh yeah.
But for gorehounds, this is like, 10 out of 10.
Oh, definitely. Well, I haven't seen the gore yet, so I can't attest to that yet, but
Yeah,
I think it was smart using this really awful quality
yeah,
because,
it,
you know
it
what I mean?
definitely works.
Because
And
you could hide stuff easily with that too.
yeah, and I know from what I remember, I think someone was saying that the idea behind this originally was like, this was going to be the tape that was originally sent to the guy in Japan who then made Flower of Flesh and Blood as like his recollection of what he saw.
Is that why it felt really 70s in the opening?
I think so.
That whole car and just the vibe and just this 8 millimeter camera felt really
Yeah.
70s. I was going to ask you what year is this supposed to take place in?
I would think probably like early 80s, like
Yeah.
at the latest, maybe like 84 or 85, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I kind of like that. That it's
yeah,
supposed to take place back in the day like that.
yeah. Because I mean, like, let's be
Now, did
honest.
you hear that from a
Nowadays,
legit source or?
I honestly can't remember where I heard it. I think it was in an interview. I think it was with Stephen Byro. I'm not sure though. Like I said, this was back before it came out.
Oh, okay.
You see, this here, just the turning of the head.
Definitely.
Essentially, he's saying, like, you're gonna watch what I'm gonna do to this other one.
Oh yeah. This dude just screams like just the look of this whole costume, I guess you could call it, just
Yeah,
screams like Sado, like masochist. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
what you would imagine. Like I don't know. It just perfected the look.
yeah. It really has.
And
I
it's
mean,
so
it's
simple too, just the leather armbands. Like whoever
yeah,
came up with that, it was a perfect touch, man.
yeah. Well, you know what? He looks almost like just imagine if you were to take off that mask and put a Viking helmet on him.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah, I
look
get,
just like a Viking sort of thing, you know,
yeah, I
like
can
a
see what you mean.
marauder.
I'm curious. I wonder if they get to it in like the features, but I'm curious how they like came into contact with eight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they do. They go into it, but I can't remember. Uh, oh man.
It's funny knowing this dude is a rapper though.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Uh, but he does a pretty damn good job, I got to admit. You know, he pulls off this menacing, just like you see him and you know shit's gonna go down.
Yeah. Well, at Tampa Bay Screams this year, I think he's gonna be there.
That's
If
cool.
yeah, so hopefully I can meet him. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Now this is just one of those. You know,
See,
it's
like stuff like
totally.
that like, gets me like slow.
Ugh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah, that'd be brutal, man.
Yeah, and I mean the fact of the matter is, they're just pins.
But still, just the slow
They're gonna,
insertion of them and
yeah,
everything.
she's gonna get a hell of a lot worse than that. Yeah.
When you saw this first time, were you like blown away or what?
Well, I came into it luckily, knowing what to expect.
Yeah, you had already seen Flowers of Flesh and Blood.
I'd seen Flower, and I'd been following up with the making of, so I saw some behind the scenes, like like pictures and everything.
Did you know who ate the Chosen One was before you had seen this?
Yeah, yeah. I'd watched him on YouTube. This is back when he still had it.
Oh
Ugh.
man,
Yeah.
was that the
This
Big
is
Toe?
yeah. This is back when he had a YouTube channel. He doesn't have one anymore for some reason.
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
remember the first video I saw of him. He was
Yeah.
showing off his box sets or whatever,
Yeah.
and he had them like all lined up on this table and floor, and it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah. I, you know, I always just thought he kind of rocked.
Yeah, he was badass.
Yeah. And of course now is where we get into the real.
Yeah, I just want to see, because there's a picture on the case where this woman has like her jaw ripped open. I kind of want to see that.
Oh, you're gonna see that. That's actually the prop that some YouTube guy has.
That'd be sick, man, to have it like a
It
glass
would.
case.
Yeah, he's got it in a glass case. I can't remember who it was. I mean,
I wonder how many
I
years
don't
though
know.
it takes for that stuff to fade. You know what I mean? Because if you look at prosthetics from like the '80s,
Yeah,
like a lot
they
of it
tend to.
discolors and fades and stuff.
I think there's probably stuff you can do to it,
Yeah,
to preserve it. So like maybe if you seal it or something.
yeah, and maybe tools got better since then. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure. I love the slowness of it.
Oh yeah,
You
almost
know?
like you feel like someone is paying them to just film the whole entire uh,
Yeah,
process of it. You know what I mean? Like they're giving you whoever's paying them their money's worth.
yeah. And that's another thing about this, which always kind of works, I think. You know, the original Flower of Flesh and Blood, it was obvious. The idea was, this is like a serial killer, and he's doing this for his own gains, for his own reasons.
Yeah.
Where this here, it
Ooh.
feels like, I know, it feels like, they're doing this for a paycheck.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a job, like they've done it before. You know.
Yeah,
That's what
you
though
know,
too is you never know anything about who's paying them or what the deal is with that.
yeah, that's sort of the thing that can work with like the whole faux snuff movies and everything, you know. Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, essentially what
I'm
I've always
still not
thought.
shocked yet. Like
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like we're easing into it though.
yeah, yeah. We're on the light side right now. Um,
Yeah, it'll take a little bit more than this to shock me. Like I'll let
yeah,
you know when I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, it's like I said, really, kind of the first girl is essentially what you get in Flower of Flesh and Blood,
Yeah,
for the most part. It's the second girl where,
they start doing new ideas.
yeah, and it's kind of, twisted.
Yeah, man.
I tell you what, though, there's a scene coming up, and you'll see it obviously, where he's using a saw,
Oh, is that the one
and
on the cover? Big
yeah,
rusty
it's that
looking
one,
saw blade.
and you can just see the amount of work. Oh, look at that!
That's badass. Just
And
leaves it on her chest.
yeah, the other girl. It's not even like, like this is her hand, but I'm gonna put it over here on here. You hold that.
Yeah, I'm interested to. It would be kind of nerve-wracking filming this, only because if you mess up, you just
Yeah,
kind of cut into that whole prosthetic, and you'd have to make a whole nother one.
I think they'd probably just keep going.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Have
you
you
know.
heard any of these commentaries by Marcus Cook and Stephen Byro?
Yeah. Which one did I listen to? I think I listened to the Marcus Cook and Stephen Byro one. Um, I listened to that one. That was really kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the other one yet. Oh, here we go. I think this is the part with the saw.
Oh, nice. I love the original Flowers, Flesh, and Blood too. That whole it's
Yeah,
not really a saw. I don't even know what kind of blade it was. It
that's
was
a
like a
Japanese
square-looking blade. Yeah.
it's a Japanese pull saw.
Yeah. That thing was badass.
Yeah, I mean they say they're really good saws actually. I love that it's like a freaking nail.
I know, man. Tying
You
it
know,
off. Yeah.
yeah, it's not even like a stick or it's not even like a proper medical instrument. No, it's just a freaking nail, a
I know, man.
huge freaking nail. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. This is the foot, right? Yeah. Uh, ugh. Yeah. It's that. It's the way how it
oh
sticks.
yeah.
And it's like, oh
Just
damn.
jagged like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
badass, man.
yeah. I also kind of love it that they left her socks on.
Yeah, that is a little strange.
Yeah. Like,
Now he's
until
taking it off.
until now. Yeah, he digs off after the fact. You know. It's
The
like,
foot does look pretty real though.
yeah, well, hell, Marcus Cook's a hell of a good special effects.
I know, man.
I'd put his effects up there with Tom Savini, if not even a little bit above.
Really. You know
Yeah.
what would be cool? Speaking of that, to see what Tom Savini would do with a fake snuff film.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting. Because, we know he does good effects, but
Why? I
you'd
wonder
never
why
seen
Marcus
this.
Cook has. I mean, I know he's really known and stuff, but why he hasn't been to like mainstream kind of stuff? You know what I mean? Like why
Yeah.
he isn't like mainstreamly known like Tom Savini and what the heck? I can't remember the dude's name. He did The Exorcist and stuff like that.
Um,
Dick
oh,
something.
Dick Smith?
Yeah, Dick Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, all I can think is, Marcus Cook does gore effects.
yeah. Where
Like,
his effects can't really be mainstream, really.
not really. I mean,
Because 100 Tears, it was like a slasher, but it was brutal enough for all
yeah,
gorehounds.
exactly. You know,
You know what's cool about this too is knowing this was in a warehouse in Tampa, and like right outside
yeah,
the door is just everyday life. You know what I mean? That's the
and
saw I'm talking
yeah,
about from yeah.
uh, the Japanese pole saw, I think they call it.
Yeah, that thing's badass.
Yeah, and it's like this. I think is the scene I was talking about. Just
The way
how,
it fricked the how it pulls on it or whatever.
yeah, and it's just
Oof. Yeah, you can almost just like feel not feel it, but you can just imagine it just dragging against the bone.
yeah, and you just love this. It's like like, well, that side's not working. Guess I better use this one. And the fact that he actually you know goes all the way through, and you can tell he's putting some force into that.
Yeah, man. Whereas I think Flowers of Flesh and Blood, he actually takes like a little chisel and like
Yeah,
breaks the bone with it, where this dude is just sawing through it.
yeah, it's like we're going right through there.
Because if you did take like a saw and start going to like a tree, it would have
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It's like yeah, oh man, and that it's the other guy in the mask that's just there feeling up her foot. That's just adds a little bit even more creepiness to it.
I know, man.
You see, look at that.
I like how they include the soundtrack to this. It's like not
Yeah,
even really a soundtrack.
no, it's
Are
just
there
like
even different song listings on it?
no. From what I know, it's just you hear the noise in the background right now.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It would be good to put on to like set atmosphere for something though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, and
See, that shot right there looks pretty realistic. Like I dig
yeah,
that how you're getting different just grains and different aspect ratios of it.
yeah.
Man,
I
he
love
looks
this. Like,
creepy, those eyes going through that mask like that.
yeah,
Dude, he looked
and
kind of creepy there.
you gotta love that. Just like the look on his face, kind of like the guy's like, quit it.
Yeah.
Like I told you not to do that.
I'm just waiting until they get to that big ass saw there.
Yeah,
Jeez. This is like, yeah, this would be hardcore to put on for like a first date or something.
yeah, definitely.
You want to
But
get some
then
pizza
again,
and watch a movie?
then again, if you get a chick that'll watch this with you and whatever,
Oh
that's a
yeah.
keeper.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's this here. It's like right through the knee.
I know, man.
It's like of all the possible places,
I feel
right
like that'd be
through
the hardest to
the
saw
knee.
through too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Man, that
And
saw. I almost want to get one just to like hang on my wall.
yeah. I mean, I've heard they're really good saws for like cutting down trees and stuff.
Really?
It's that how it keeps like slipping out.
Oh, and then bending and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, this isn't working right.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
It just looks so rusty and like barbaric, dude. Even the handle of it.
yeah. And it's like, here's the big boy. And this will get
Man, look
through.
at the sawed edges on that thing. Just
Yeah.
beastly ridges on that. Oh,
Yeah.
the sound of it.
I know.
It's funny, dude. When I post this, I'm just gonna be like, man, here's the commentary. All you'll really get is, oh, damn, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I love that. It's like the knee's too hard. I'm moving up the leg a bit.
Damn, man. Although I do think there would be a little more blood in real life, but still, dude. I mean,
Well,
you know
we
what?
think that, but then again, it's
You
tied
never
off,
know.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
That
that's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. You know what I like about this though? You know how like the tumbling doll of flesh, for example, you
yeah,
gotta sit through like a half hour before you get to like some real intense gore.
yeah. We're
Like this
half hour
one's
in now, and we're already getting it.
yeah, I know.
It's that there. It's like the
Just
almost
seeping
like
through the hole or whatever.
yeah. I don't know whether it's supposed to be bone marrow or something, just like oozing out.
See, I just love the look of that, just the
Oh.
mess of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, they know what they're doing, don't they?
Oh,
When
yeah.
it comes to gore.
See, this was a perfect like first entry for it. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
the whole series. Like this is how you should have opened. This is how they needed to open this line. It's just brutality. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Where from what I hear, Bloodshock is more artsy and an actual story.
Yeah, but it's honestly it's just as
Intense.
gory.
Really?
Yeah. And you'll see it obviously when we get to it. It's in black and white a good chunk of the time. From what I know, actually, I think in is it Germany has a color version?
But I hear there's a
think.
part where it does go into color and it makes it that much more
right at the end, yeah, there's a scene that goes into color, and honestly, I mean, it's grotesque, but it's beautiful.
I like that him ripping it apart, kind of like you
Yeah,
would, like if you
like a
got a
turkey leg or
rotisserie
something.
chicken or something
Yeah,
at a
and it just
grocery
wouldn't come
store.
off. Yeah, yeah, it's just that little bit that's stuck right there, and she's like, there we go, we're off
I'm
now.
still left with that chicken leg that just won't come off on a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And now he's losing the rubber gloves. 'Cause I don't
I
think you
love
need to
that dude.
worry
Just
about
this like
infection.
massive flesh, dude.
Yeah,
Man, it's interestingly enough they kept her underwear on
yeah.
though.
I mean, well, you have to have some standards, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like we're not animals here.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut them to pieces. We're not gonna.
I think
Uh,
that's the weakest mask out of all of them, though.
it is, but when you actually look at it and
I
you
like the
realize,
Revelations, though. It's made of
yeah,
Bible pages.
yeah, that they've taken like a Bible and made a mask out of it to cut
Yeah,
people
that
to
is pretty
pieces.
intense.
Yeah, I mean, especially for like religious like folk, you know, um, it could have some impact.
Funny, dude. I wish there was a scene where they're like, "Man, why can't we have a cool mask like you?" You know,
Yeah, it's like, why do I get stuck with this?
it's like, no, I want the Baphomet mask.
Yeah. Oh, this is the scene I kind of have a hard time with
It's funny,
because
you know
I
exactly what's coming. I have no idea. Oh,
yeah, oh,
ooh, yeah. Oh man.
oh. I mean, I
Oh, like
kind
it's
of,
like a grape, dude.
oh, look at all the goo. Oh,
Man, that
I
that
just have a thing with eyes. I don't like. Ugh.
yeah, that's more intense than zombie scene, the
Yeah,
infamous zombie scene.
yeah,
I like his mask too, how it's just duct taped on. They
yeah,
couldn't even be bothered to give him a leather strap or anything.
yeah. It was just yeah. There you go.
See, I love that, just this bloody mess.
Yeah, and
Although I bet you think they did this though, how like um, Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th, where their head is just sticking up through the bottom, and
I
it's like
think
this is
so.
fake body.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says about me though, but I like it. Yeah, this is definitely a
And
movie though. Like, if you want to shock somebody, you throw this on.
oh yeah, definitely.
See, it's movies like this though, like that makes like Tumbling Doll of Flesh. I think is a good fake snuff film,
Yeah.
but the other one, uh,
Oh. Um.
My Red Guts,
Yeah. That was
that
just
was
sort of.
weak, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I wonder how much the dude had to pay to get that prop.
I don't know. This is kind of a bit of a twisted part coming up here. And after it's happened, I'll tell you the little anecdote that they bring up in the making of.
Yeah, I just love the dirtiness of that, man.
Oh yeah, very grimy and it's sort of thing like there's like no good coming from this situation.
What's he cutting her with? It looks like a key or something.
I think it's like a
Razor
razor.
blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's badass, man.
Yeah.
Like, I give him props on making the blood actually look real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the
Yeah.
perfect shade.
Yeah.
Like that's how you would imagine it looking.
Yeah, definitely. You know, yeah. And it's just like, here we go, we've made a hole. Now we will pull this out.
Yeah, that's intense, dude. Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
fun to be on set for this, man.
I'm sure, yeah. And just having to use both hands there and yank it all out.
You know how intense it would reek, though?
Yeah,
Like, it would be intense, dude.
yeah.
If this was real, like, if you were actually standing in the room and this was, like, 100% legit, you think you'd be puking, or...
In a heartbeat.
Oh, I love that she's
Oh,
still living.
yeah.
I don't know how.
That's my one kind of gripe with this movie. Honestly, I think, I think she would have been dead by now.
Guaranteed. I mean, it's LSD. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not reanimation drug.
Yeah, you know.
Dr. Herbert West in the background.
Yeah, now that would be kind of funny.
Inject her with the serum.
Yeah, like bring her back.
She
We're not
must
done
endure.
filming. Oh man, and it's shots like that,
Dude, you know what? This gave me the perfect idea to make like a spoof version of this. Like, you know how they make Scary Movie and
Yeah,
all that?
yeah,
Make like, instead of Scary Movie, put like snuff film. Just call it snuff film, and it'd be like a parody.
yeah,
Like there's like a prize inside the stomach, like a box of Cracker Jacks or something.
yeah, yeah. And that's all it really is. They're not really filming it.
The
they
whole
just
thing
want
was just to get
at
the
the
prize
center.
inside.
Yeah,
It
and then they
has like
get
a
it.
tramp
It's like,
stamp that says prize inside.
yeah, and it's just some little little plastic toy at the end. It's like, well,
Like a
damn.
pack of temporary tattoos.
Yeah, there you go. And
Oh, I love that. Just the blood seeping out like that after they untie it.
yeah,
Oh, that's sick. See, it's like the subtle parts like that I like more. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like it adds that realism to it.
yeah.
You know, it seems like it'd be an easy job, but it's probably intense to just sit there that long and do that.
Yeah.
Although at this point, I wonder if there's even any actress there at all. You know what I mean? Or if it's
Uh,
all prosthetics at that point.
I think the actress was there for like 99% of it, and it's this part that's just kind of creepy. The fact, they're like feeling her up and stuff now. She's pretty much dead.
Yeah. I can see how a lot of people would be put off by this, though, because there
Oh
really is
yeah.
no story whatsoever.
No, it's purely like an effects test almost.
Yeah, man, like,
It's like let's see how real we could make something like this.
yeah, because I think I watched one reviewer of this movie, and they were like, I hate it. There's nothing there. It's
Yeah,
like,
they
yeah,
they,
maybe
they
you're missing the point of it.
exactly, which is understandable, I guess.
Yeah. Are these two your only unearthed film titles?
No, I got a good amount. I got Sheepskin, The Two
Oh
Red
yeah.
Rooms, Bone Sickness, Collar, some of the older guinea pig ones.
Oh,
100
that's
Tears.
sick. I like that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about 100 Tears. You
yeah,
hyped for Flowers though?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like I said in my review, that movie made me feel the exact same way Martyrs did.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, definitely.
Oh, you'll love it, dude. Like, it's not as gory as this. Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
as gory, but it's a
Mm,
different kind of gore. Like, it's
yeah,
not as like I don't know how to describe it. It's not just pure savagery like this.
it's that scene right
Oh
there.
yeah.
And the thing is, uh, from what one of the special features says, you know, 8 was like, do you want me to have sex with the body? Because I'll do it. And he's
I'll
like,
do it
and
right now.
yeah, and they're like, no, that's not,
No,
like
I'm doing it.
this is enough. Like, yeah, no, like I'm still doing it. I don't care what you say.
It's like
No,
no,
I mean,
it's like no,
proves,
that's okay. You don't got to do it. Do it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I mean, it proves how far as an actor he was willing to go for this role.
Yeah, I think he's in something else too.
I know he's in Death Escort
Yeah,
Service
Death
too,
Escort Service. Yeah,
and he's in there's a couple other
I
things
think
as
he's in the
well.
new one too. I think
Yeah,
because they're making a Death Escort Service 3.
yeah,
And I know
he's
they
in two and
premiere
three.
those at Tampa Bay Scream, so
That's cool. I like the first one, honestly.
I haven't seen them.
Their complete exploitation to the extreme.
Yeah,
There's a scene with like a barbed wire covered baseball bat going somewhere where it shouldn't.
the thing about those though is they're almost like too cheap for me. You know what I mean? Like
I
if
know what
it's
you mean.
anything like Chaos AD, like I like the idea behind Chaos AD. I like the story, but it was just almost it was too micro budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was something me and my buddy could have filmed. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, that's sort of almost sort of the appeal of it, you know, the
Yeah,
fact that it's just pure passion
yeah.
to get them made, you know.
Bob Glazer though was the
Yeah, yeah,
redeeming factor of it. Oh, that's badass.
yeah,
You like how he was fingering it too, pretty much?
yeah. Oh man,
Has he even he hasn't even started on the other body yet.
no. And the thing is, she's been watching this whole thing
Oh, that's
because
sick.
they turned her head towards her, so she knows exactly what's coming. Well, she thinks she knows exactly what's coming. Uh,
They would have to do the other one quicker though, because I don't think there's a whole lot more time.
there's another half hour or 75 minutes or so.
75
No, it's
minutes?
75 minutes total. So
Oh.
yeah,
It's like it doesn't tell you the real time on the back. It's like, surprise, motherfucker, extra hour.
well, I could totally see that.
It's
Yeah,
like, you only thought you were getting an hour. Here's 3.
yeah. And the thing is, I bet you there probably is 3 hours of this footage,
Oh, I'm
you know,
sure.
from all different angles and stuff. And
Oh, definitely. Well, I mean, what was that he was sniffing?
I think it's supposed to be ether.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Or they
sure
do make
though.
those tubes though, where you can sniff coke up into them.
Oh yeah, it could be that.
It could be one of those, yeah. In the making of, does it show who the other people are?
I think so. It's been quite a while since I've watched it, but I seem to remember. Yeah, it shows who they are.
Man, yeah, this movie it would have just been a waste of time to put this on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
You know.
and it's the fact that her hand is still on her.
Oh, I love that just blinking when it looks like she was crying or something.
Yeah. Well,
Although her face, it's weird. Her face looks plastic when she's like alive. It's
yeah,
strange. Or just the lighting they got on her.
probably, yeah. And then it's just, this whole, you know,
Yeah, that's
she,
Ashley
she
Lynn Caputo.
yeah.
She was in another film too, I think.
Mm.
I liked. I think maybe it was like a Christmas horror movie. She was
Oh,
in that
yeah.
I liked.
I
So
wonder.
she's been making moves in the indie horror circuit.
Yeah. I also find it kind of neat, the amount of people on the indie circuit that not necessarily know each other, but they all run in the same circle, you
I
know?
know. I like what else is strange too is it's like it makes it more cool for me because this is like literally all just less than an hour away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it definitely makes it definitely stranger.
Yeah.
Cause I don't where's Unearthed Films even stationed out of I don't even know.
Uh, I don't know. I think it might be Florida.
Really,
I,
that'd
I,
be shocking if it was.
yeah, I'll just see if I can find out.
Because I
This
know
is an interesting scene, to say the least.
damn, right at the crease where the
What?
elbow is.
Yep.
And what's too is like you can it's so pale, but that's probably what would happen. if this
Yeah.
was happening to you.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually have Chaos AD on DVD, so with her autograph.
Oh, that's
So I
cool.
just remembered now. I actually have the girl that's getting cut up's autograph.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Because I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, I actually have Lynn Caputo's autograph. Like right next to Bob Glazer.
That's cool.
Oh, I love that. She's just getting hacked up, like blinking. She almost
Yeah.
looks eerie just the way she's sitting there. Or the way she's like looking.
Yeah.
Like her eyes, like holy shit. Like this would be, if you actually think about it, dude, like getting put on LSD and going through this.
Yeah, that's kind of really twisted.
Yeah, I know, man. It'd be like a nightmare, dude.
Yeah. Uh, and one that wouldn't have a happy ending, to say the least, would it?
No, man. Yeah, that is. I do like how they do take their time with it all, though.
Yeah, it's
Like they just
certainly...
linger on it, though. That's what
Yeah,
like gets that point across. Like this is for somebody else. You know what I mean?
yeah. You know, yeah, the fact that, they're not... This isn't about them.
Yeah, or else they just go on with it. Where they're lingering on every shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I just took a look. I can't find out where they're located, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I always sort of got the idea that it was in Florida, though. I don't know why.
What, Unearthed Films?
Yeah. And now...
Yeah, like I wonder though if for some reason I don't think Unearthed is from Florida. I think maybe they're in Florida now doing this just because that's where Marcus Cook and 8 live.
Yeah, it could be.
What are they peeling the skin back? Oh,
Yeah.
that's badass.
Yeah. And they ain't done yet.
What do they skin the whole body?
No, just the arms and legs. Essentially, what they were going for is like the idea of her like wearing like stockings and like
You know, I
like
was
long
just sitting there
gloves.
gonna say something like that, like
Yeah,
stockings and stuff.
yeah, that's kind of what they're going with, but like kind of a blood version. And it's the
It makes you wonder if it would actually peel back that easily, though.
I don't know. I mean, I know
I know it's sick
you
to
know,
think about that, but I do
yeah.
wonder.
Well, I know like people have got their hands degloved before. That's why they call it degloving. You know,
Yeah.
like where all the skins got pulled off. You know.
Oof. Yeah, that would be intense.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine. See, I like this whole bickering back and forth type thing they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you keep hearing out of film or whatever.
Yeah. Like do 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 do.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that's just kind of
Yeah, that's
yeah.
just taking straight up pleasure with it all. It
Yeah.
just makes it that much more twisted.
Yeah. I love it, and again they left her socks on. It's like we'll leave you some dignity. Not much, but you know.
I'm surprised they just don't go full force with it though and take the underwear off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe the actresses
Or I wonder though if that would
didn't
give
want it.
it may give it away like prosthetic wise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, maybe if it's like fake from the waist down perhaps.
Yeah, that's what yeah. I'm pretty sure that may be a good reason why it may be hard to do like a prosthetic like pussy like that pretty much.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it would just you know what I mean? It just makes more sense to leave them on so you don't gotta go through all that extra
Yeah.
work
It's
that's
just
unneeded.
just too much work.
Yeah. I like that, dude. Just straight down, bro. Like you're filleting it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's funny though. This movie again, like Flowers of Flesh and Blood, it fooled Charlie Sheen.
This one?
Yeah, he called the FBI on this one as well.
No, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What an
Apparently he.
idiot, dude.
I know. I mean, especially nowadays,
Man, he's like a straight up snitch, man.
I
What?
know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, if you really did see a snuff film,
I wouldn't go calling the FBI and all that. I'd just be like, damn, that's fucked up.
yeah,
That'd be the
maybe.
extent of it, you know what I mean? I ain't calling no FBI. That's
Eh,
stupid.
I don't
Why,
know.
you
Then
would?
they,
If you got something in the mail? Well, it
I,
just depends on who you got it from, too. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
If it just randomly showed up in my mailbox, I'd probably call the cops.
yeah, to be like, yeah, someone sent me this.
There's no
You look
return
into it.
address.
Yeah.
That would be a good prank to put on
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
copy
Well,
this onto like a burnt DVD. Don't put any title.
no, and just put it there and just like, there you go.
Yeah, put no menu so it just plays right when they put it in.
Yeah. Well, hell, I know. Flower, Flesh and Blood. There's a Easter egg on the DVD somewhere that has like the snuff cut of the movie, and like it takes out all the like the framing stuff,
Oh, really?
and it's just like, so there's nothing of the guy talking to the camera or
Do
anything.
you have all the double features of the unearthed guinea pig films?
I have one proper one, and that's the Flower, Flesh and Blood one. The other ones are honestly they're old bootlegs.
Oh, okay.
I'd like a proper version.
It pisses me off they can't release them. Like, I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah,
Because when, like I said to you yesterday, that's sweet, just holding the skin.
yeah,
Like, they were like, what movies you want to see on the Unearthed Classics line?
yeah,
I was like, I'm still hoping for a box set re-release. And the girl
yeah,
who runs the Facebook, she was like, oh, he would need a miracle to release them, but you never know.
yeah. Well, from what I know, I think I love that like the toes are moving.
Yeah.
I think from what I've heard, I think that the Japanese rights holders um, just don't really care.
That's kind of messed up, though. You know
And
what I
then they
mean?
just don't want to re-release. Well, maybe all I can think is if maybe this is done well in Japan, maybe they're wanting to hold on to the rights and maybe get more money for them or something. I don't know.
I don't know. They need a new re-release. I mean, the box set, if you can find it, goes for
It's
insane
crazy.
money.
Yeah, and
I told my buddy Dustin, he has the box set,
yeah,
and I told him he bought it for like 45 at Best Buy when it was actually available at Best Buy.
that's wild.
I texted him last week. I was like, yo, I'll give you $200 straight up for that box set.
Yeah,
And he was like, nah, I can't do it.
yeah.
I was
Well,
like, damn, dude.
yeah. Well, it's a sort of which box set does he have? Because I know there.
The one with just the black box with just the logo
Okay.
on it that's got them all in it.
Yeah, because there's that, and there's another box set as well from sometime before that.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
sick.
Yeah. And that came with like a T-shirt and stuff, and
You said there's a German version of all these films or something, or a French version?
yeah, from what I know, there's a French box set that has the English subs and everything, but it's Region 2 and it's PAL. But if you got an all-region player,
Yeah, I got it coming. It should be able to play in it then.
yeah, no problem. And from what I know, they're pretty reasonable and they're still in print.
You got a link to that or no?
Yeah, I'll send it over to you. I think you can actually find it on Amazon UK.
Isn't it insane that Amazon will carry American guinea pig films and guinea pig films, but they won't carry Cannibal Ferox?
Yeah, I don't get that. I really don't. I guess it could be argued.
But they'll carry Cannibal Holocaust.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, hell, let's be honest. Cannibal Ferox is less offensive, if you will, than Cannibal Holocaust.
I know, it literally makes 0 sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Hey, Amazon's the one missing out, though.
Definitely.
Oh,
I know.
man, that was probably one of the more brutal things I've seen on it.
Yeah. And I think, again, it's one of those things where, everyone's hit their hand with a hammer
Yeah, just your
at some
jaw. I
point.
think, you know what I've noticed while watching this movie? It's
Hmm.
more the sounds that get me
Oh,
than
yeah.
the actual footage of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
curious
just,
if they wrote that in the script or if they just winged all this. Like, if they were like, let's just do this.
I don't know. It's the fact that he keeps going in.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
See, I love that, just the footage of all the tools.
Yep.
Like, it actually looks just grimy as hell.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're not worrying about infection or anything.
No. Have you seen the August Underground films?
I've honestly never seen them.
Yeah, I'm
You
interested
know,
in them. I hear they're pretty shocking.
I've heard that too, but I wonder, I don't know.
And you've still never seen Atros either, have you?
No, unfortunately not. I was gonna pick it up over here. I saw it at a place, but it was gonna be crazy expensive. So
It's actually pretty decent, man.
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty intense. It's
that's
like a
cool.
different kind of gore than this, though.
Yeah,
It's more like just like shit and like
yeah,
really sexual kind of torture too.
yeah.
Oh man, that's badass.
I know. And
Oh,
uh,
the sound of it, dude.
yeah. And again, it's the thing of she'd be dead by now. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah. I just like just how barbaric and brutal it is, dude.
Yeah.
Like this movie's got some balls, dude.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Oh yeah, that's. I think that may be the most intense part to me so far. It's
Yeah.
just hearing every single rib crack.
Yeah. Oh.
I wonder how long it took him to shoot this. Do you know?
Uh, I'm not sure. I think it was something like a 2 or 3 day shoot. I think.
Oh,
I don't
that's
think it
it.
was. I don't think it was a super long time from what I remember. But again, like I said, it's been a long time since I've watched the special features.
What's cool
Uh,
too is you can get away with if you mess up where people in real life would probably mess up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not like you gotta have perfect takes every time.
yeah, yeah. You don't.
It's almost like the more amateurish it is, the more believable it is.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, now this is a great shot.
Now, what would your parents say if you had like put this on in front of them and it was just like, "Yo, let's watch it"?
They'd be just like, nope. They'd see the cover and they'd be like, no, not gonna happen. Yeah, when he takes off the rib cage.
Like when you got these, did you show them like, "Oh, look at this"?
No, I was just like, nope. They wouldn't be interested. I'm not even gonna try. Oh, it's how the body lifts up when, you know.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite scene so far. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the new stuff they did with this body. That cigarette and this were the most intense so far.
yeah. Well, it's like I said, essentially the first part is a remake of the original
Yeah,
for the most part, but then it's this scene here.
the
Look
heart
at the heart.
beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't think a heart would still be beating at this point, though.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm not a doctor, though, so you never know.
No, it might be. Though, let's
He's
be
like
honest.
caressing it like it's like a
Yeah,
legitimate guinea pig or something.
Yeah.
That is really good effects, though.
Oh hell yeah. And I mean, and also the low quality of
I
the.
bet you if this was like a Blu-ray quality HD camera, this would look a lot different.
I'm sure it would. Yeah. You know.
Because even on the back of the box,
Mm,
like the scene where you're cutting into the eye,
yeah.
like it almost looks a little fake, but the way they do it here, it looks a lot better. Just
Yeah.
because of the lo-fi quality, where the image on the back of the box looks like it was like taken with an HD camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm interested to see the special features to are the special features in HD at all?
I think they're.
Or not HD because it's a DVD still, but is it like done
Yeah.
on regular cameras or is it all the behind the scene? Oh, that's brutal, dude.
Yeah. A good amount of the behind the scenes is.
In Super 8 and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're still seeing all Stephen Biro and all the
Oh.
cast and stuff walking
Yeah.
around. That's
Yeah. If I
cool.
remember right.
That was I like that, is hacking at the neck like that.
Yeah. Now the thing is, now there's
Now
no
it
way
wouldn't
she
be.
would still be alive.
No.
You know, it's this part coming up right here.
That I like that touch because I had I was talking about how I liked that they zoomed in on the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mean spirited, but that's what I like.
Oh, yeah. And you know the funny thing, it ain't over yet.
See, I like that's like that. I like that's like a real mean spirited touch.
Yeah. There you go. Have your cross back.
What's he saying?
I don't know.
All I
get-
heard was, oh
and that,
shit.
yeah. I mean, damn, that chainsaw's just not working. Prime it first.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and I mean,
I like how
let's be
this is what exemplifies the American part of it. You know what I mean? There's
yeah,
just something really American about a chainsaw.
yeah,
I like the cuts to red, like they literally just ran out of film.
yeah. And now we're coming up to one of the most twisted endings in cinema history.
Are those all cigarette butts in there?
Yeah,
Jeez.
apparently they smoke a lot.
I'm sure that's everyone from the cast putting them all out in one thing.
I certainly hope so. I hope it's not just one guy.
Oh, that's cool. They're packaging it up to send to the dude.
Yeah,
Although
and
I feel like this is something you'd deliver in person, but I could be wrong.
yeah, I think if you look closely, I think one of those might actually be to Charlie Sheen.
No, really?
I think the top one was to, you know, like the one on the top, if you will, was to Charlie Sheen.
Is this supposed to be a totally different guy, like the filmmaker or something here? 'Cause he's wearing a totally different mask. I wonder if this is supposed to be like the guy who edits the snuff together.
It could be, yeah. I think he's just some guy who edits, and he drinks light beer.
Yeah, pussy. No.
Yeah. Damn right, you drink Guinness. That's
What do you
the
think of
real
that
shit.
mask?
That's just kind of odd.
Yeah,
I love the fact that, you know, it's over and they're still all wearing them.
yeah.
Well, I say that, but like I said, we still have an ending coming up.
And you said this has one of the most twisted endings you've seen?
Yeah. It's an ending, well, at least for me, that, you know, really, it's just kind of like, damn.
It's always cool to have these kind of films in the collection, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things, like, you wouldn't really know in situation to bust it out at, but it's
Yeah.
cool knowing you have it, you know what I mean?
Well, you know when you bust out whenever Charlie Sheen comes over. And then he can call the FBI again.
Yeah.
They've actually have a thing on his record now at the FBI that says essentially if Charlie Sheen calls in reporting like a snuff film or whatever,
Oh,
he's
shit, a
ended.
baby. Whose baby is this supposed to be?
I don't know. The big flower, a big like ribbon in the hair,
I
and
know. Yeah, that's sick.
yeah,
And you tell it's a different, oh, shit. Another kid comes in.
yeah,
And I like how it's like you could tell it's a totally different day. You know, they're all cleaned up, just another day at the office.
yeah, and the fact now they're gonna do it all over again.
But to a baby and a kid.
You see why I find this such a strange ending.
Yeah, man. I mean, but you know how, like, I feel like that would be a lot shorter process, you know what I mean?
I would assume so. But still, it's kind of twisted.
Yeah, man.
And it's what makes it twisted also is the fact, if someone paid for the first ones, someone's paying for this.
Oh, that's the thing. There's some really sick people out there.
Oh, there are definitely. I mean, they should learn from us and just watch horror movies.
I know, man. Because
I
this
mean,
is
you're
essentially what I feel like it would be like you might as well be watching the real thing at that point. But
yeah,
you're not getting the guilt of someone actually dying for your entertainment.
exactly. And you can also appreciate the level of work that went into.
Yeah, oh, I love that.
Yeah,
The kid
I always
crying
thought
with that title card.
Yeah, I
There's
always thought the
something...
guinea pig logo would make an awesome tattoo.
Oh, definitely. I may get it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I even like the lettering is just really lo-fi.
Yeah. And it just works.
Yeah, that was intense, dude. That was quite a film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a speechless kind of film there.
It is.
Wow.
Definitely. Yeah, I
So,
just love that. Ate the Chosen One as the actor. They're just, their jobs.
I know. I love how just there's no music at the end, just the crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, pretty soon, maybe in the next week or two, I may check out the commentary by Marcus Cook and Stephen Byro.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting commentary. I
Yeah,
haven't listened to the other one yet, but,
I had actually read in the booklet that came with this that Stephen Byro, their whole Unearthed film started because of Guinea Pig.
yeah,
Like he
yeah.
was doing like finding Gore movies for fans, basically.
Yeah, I think he was like doing like the tape trading type thing.
Yeah, and I guess
You
it
know,
literally just
look at that. Look, listen to some of the people that are mentioned there. Lucifer
Lucifer
Valentine.
Valentine, I saw that, then Fred
Um,
Vogel, and
yeah, and
whoever, there was another one.
Sean Donahue is mentioned.
Yeah, Tampa alumni. Did they mention Todd Sheets?
I didn't notice it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sure they would have had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, what did you think?
It was pretty badass, man.
Yeah,
Oh man, I love. See, I just love that title card there too.
yeah,
Shit, my next tattoo may be that. No lie.
it's a great looking logo. It really is, and
Would you get American guinea pig or just guinea pig?
I'd probably just get the guinea pig in Japanese.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
you
and
wouldn't even get the letters?
no,
Or
and then I'd just if someone saw it and recognized it, they'd be like, yeah.
yeah,
And if they didn't recognize it, they'd just think it was something written in Japanese.
yeah.
If they asked, I'd be, oh, you must see these guinea pig movies. Oh, they're fun for the whole family.
You want to just get the cover
If
of
it's the
this movie
Manson
just as
family.
a whole back piece.
That would be insane.
Yeah, that'd be funny as hell, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is just an awesome, introduction to the series.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked to see Bloodshot now. So just
Yeah.
to keep it for people that watch out the film, we're gonna cut the recording off now.
Yep.
But we are gonna do a recording for Bloodshot right after. So if you listen to this and you have Bloodshot and want to watch Bloodshot with us, pretty much,
Yeah.
it'll be the same available same time. So yeah, this is
Yep.
Corey's Crypt.
This is BDG Reviews.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, man.